Shameless
Is it, Transformers anymore?
He might be mad, bruh. But a lot of people don't really. I mean, I want to see this last movie. I haven't seen it yet. I plan on it. I might. I don't know if I'm gonna steal it off the internet or go see it, but I'm definitely gonna see it.
You should definitely pay for a ticket
Yeah, I will.
to go see that movie.
Because we're live on air right now.
I go to movies all the time, Braj. You know what I'm saying?
You just mentioned crime on air.
What? Are you recording right now?
Yes, it's live. It's live streaming for everyone.
What did you? What? I'm not gonna steal it off the internet. Take back everything I said. President Trump. No,
say that on you.
Oh God, I can't say any of that. But to eject you from the podcast.
Hey, yo, I just Kanye'd this, bro. I just Kanye'd this whole podcast,
guys. You say President Trump and President Bush doesn't care about black people.
Basically, you know what I'm saying? I could have bought a house in Dumbo for $2 million. Sorry, I'm reciting stuff from Jay-Z's album. By the way, that album's hot fire. And anyone...
By the way, turn off your camera. I can't turn it off. You've gone rogue.
That's why it sounds
there's
so bad.
You're talking about the new
bro. That new title album. It's lit.
It's lit.
Definitely lit. It's called
lit on fire. Like you can light
444.
On fire.
He's got songs with Beyonce. Takes shots at Future. Talks about Drake.
Yeah, dude. Who's beefing? Who's beefing in the rap world, dude?
Who's beefing in the rap world? They're not relevant. Like, well, they are. The Migos and Joe Budden, but we talked about that last time.
We did.
Rob Kardashian and Black China.
Yes, but apparently they might be in cahoots to do like another show about their breakup.
What?
Maybe, I don't know. It's all on the internet. You never know, right? Iggy Azalea is beefing with whoever is her manager or maybe the president of, because he's not releasing another single off of her record. Because her career's done. What's crazy is in the music world nowadays compared to in the 90s, like I don't know if people don't really sign record deals. They do, but you don't last as long, I feel like. Because, the new generation of music, like the millennials, their attention span is a lot shorter. Maybe because of technology. I don't really know. But think about it like this. But like 4 years ago, the first group that did like mumble rap was Travis. What was it? Travis Scott? No. Travis Porter. Yeah, they had a song called "Make It Nasty." Where are they now? What happened to Trinidad James? Trinidad James was popping for a year. That's how music is. Iggy Azalea was popping like 2 years ago. Like she was like everybody thought she was dope. Now,
So I'm saying that they need to release more music more often.
They do, but the problem is people don't like the Jay-Z album is sick. If you haven't heard it yet and you're listening to our show, I think you should listen to it. Only if you appreciate true rap and true hip hop though. Like some of the songs are like fillers, but there's like a lot of knowledge on it. And I asked different people that have heard it. One person really liked it, but he's more from like our generation. The younger people, they don't really like it. They don't like rap. They'd rather you just mumble about like Percocets, Molly Percocets, and
I'm in love with the go-go.
Yeah, that stuff. And I'm like, what? And they tell me that these are the greatest songs they've ever heard. One girl at work told me that she went to Amigos, Future, and let's say 21 Savage, all those guys, all the mumble rappers. Mumble rap is a thing. And she told me that it was the best performance she's ever seen. Or one of. The best performances she's ever seen. With guys like us, we went to like the Sprite Liquid Mix tour. We went to like the Up in Smoke tour. We went to like,
by Lil Yachty.
Here's the thing about Lil Yachty. I think he's more talented than he acts. Like, he's more talented than he puts out.
Is
like,
Lil Yachty signed? Who's he signed with?
I don't know if he has a deal. Tommy, can you
wait, one thing real quick before we jump into the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast Show. And this actually kind of relates to wrestling too. So think about it this way, man. When you're unsigned, it's, dude, you're running on your own budget. You are like Smoky Mountain Wrestling Company, maybe even less than that. You know what I mean? It's like just this small little promotion that's having to do everything on your own.
You're indie.
You're absolutely you're indie. You're unsigned. You're just you're making your music. That's fine and great, wonderful. Keep doing it. But what the record label does, dude, is the record label's like, dude, they're like the most connected like conduit. You know what I mean? Like they have the budgets to make really good records, really great sounding records, and to pair up the artist with really good producers and really good studios and all of that stuff. Things that are like more behind the scenes. So it's like a record label is like being signed to WWE. It's like, you know to some degree that you're going to be taken care of, but the biggest thing is the distribution. So you still have to perform on your end and get people to come to your shows and get people to be excited about who you are. But if you didn't have the distribution that WWE has, or the record label, the connections that the company the company has, and just the overall like exposure that you get, you know what I mean? So being unsigned, wonderful, great. If you can do it, wonderful. Please know that it is an entire team of people. Like there is no effing room for egos if you're doing it unsigned. Like that just can't. You'll fail really fast.
If you're signed though, you have to be content. So for me, music was always just about music. Like I just liked music. When I was doing music, I was just in love with music. I still am in love with music. I don't know why we're talking about this, but we are. So does it come back to a point when you're unsigned, if you're not in music to make money, if that's not what you're doing as your career, isn't it unsigned? You can only make a certain amount of money, right, before you tap out. Like
let's think of it this way. And again, like in the tie it into wrestling and all of that, it's music business, right? So many people forget the latter half of the word. It's business. It's business. It's a consumable. Music is a consumable. Entertainment is a consumable. You consume it. You seek it out. You find it. You listen to it. You feel satisfied by it. We could really talk about the economics of it. It's fascinating. But the idea is that it's business. You know what I mean? The goal of the record company is to sell as many records as possible. You as the artist, it's your goal to go and perform in front of as many people as possible, thus increasing your chances of they're going to buy my merch. That's where, dude, just like wrestlers, that's where they're making their bread and butter, dude, is merchandise. Like without getting super, super deep into it, because then we got to talk about pro wrestling, which we are in kind of a weird way. So it's like a weird, crazy off the rails show, I guess. But
what's new?
What I'm saying is like, oh shit, I lost my train of thought.
You can't say that.
I can. The live show is crazy.
Let's talk about Jerry Lee Lewis and his hit song "Great Balls of Fire." Can you bring it back to that?
You know what's business, dude. It's business. Yeah, great. Jerry Lee Lewis got actually really ticked off that they were using Great Balls of Fire, and he called up Vince and said, "Dude, you're gonna."
Wait, he's still alive?
He is.
Holy shit!
I want to cover this, and Vince was like, "Okay, it's business." So again, to the music business, dude.
Funny, dude. Oh my god, you're some freaking idiots.
Vince is like, "You want a piece of the action? Fine, that's fine. Whatever. We're using your name." He's trademarked the name. That's why Jerry Lee Lewis trademarked the name. And so when Vince used it, he technically didn't get his permission, but he was willing to negotiate a deal. Just business.
What an idiot! That makes his name stupider. Oh my god!
Yeah. In like indie wrestlers, you have to constantly promote. You're promoting. And if you are smart about the business of it, you can assign a value to what your music is worth. Some people say, I just want to create it. Great, create it. Wonderful. But if you're trying to make a living off of it, don't screw yourself. Like, don't sell yourself super short. Like, if you just want to go out and share your music, wonderful. But if you're spending money on a commercial recording studio or any of those places, then your intent ultimately is, how can I make some money off of this? Because that's fair. I created this. I should be compensated because you consumed it. That's just the business of it, dude. But what's crazy is like, it's just like bands come and go, wrestlers come and go.
Yeah.
That's what's fun about it. that's what's fun about all of this is like, we see wrestlers like Mojo, just pick him out of the air. Like, dude, he was up and coming, and now we don't really know what he's gonna do.
Mojo Rawley?
Yeah, I know they broke up with Hype Bros, or even like
they're not broken up yet, are they? Did I miss
don't know. I heard that they were. Maybe that's a future rumor or something.
No, you're not. You're right. There's dissension. They tied them in with an episode of the Fashion Files. They're the latest accusees of attacking Tyler Breeze whenever, like, however long ago that happened. They spun that around to, like, what's his name? Mojo was like, that's crazy. Like, like, why would you think we would pull like a sucker move like that? And then Zach was like, well, you eliminated me from the Independence Battle Royal, So it's coming. But yeah, just like Mojo, right? Mojo's on the up and up. He's a single star.
I can't believe we're leading off the show.
In 3 years, actually, a better example would be, and this is just in terms of making it to WWE, would be Austin Aries. Like, Austin Aries signed with NXT. I don't remember. Was that that wasn't even that long ago, right? That was with.
Dude, it seemed like
when did it was 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago.
He was there for 2 years.
It was the beginning of 2000. He signed a 3-year deal, so I think it wasn't going to be up until 2019. That's what I read. Okay, so I think maybe it was probably 2016 then, yeah.
And he's already. I mean, he's not a forgotten.
He's gone.
But he came. He wrestled for a little bit in NXT. He got up to the main roster. Obviously, the brass in the main roster didn't really respect his accolades in the smaller promotions enough to push him to main event status. They were like, we want you in the cruiserweight picture. He didn't like that. Now he's gone. I'm sure we'll still see him if he wrestles anymore, but it's like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just come and go in wrestling. There was someone else I saw. Sometimes I've been watching like a lot of
things. He's got a book.
Yeah, exactly. And he's older.
And do that. Who knows?
He is old, yeah.
How old? Even like a Bailey. Like, I'm not saying Bailey's done, but think of like her NXT career to her WWE career. Her NXT career was popping. Her WWE career, she's already won the title once. And now she's kind of in limbo. She's not in limbo. She's still in the scene, but it's like you're just kind of here with a hot
mixtape.
Do with you. Yeah. Like, she might have to change characters to become relevant again.
Hug Life.
Hug Life, dude.
I think she should go to Slap Life. I don't think that. My boy Trimp thinks that. I'm not going to take his credit. I was like, what if she becomes a heel? And he's like, instead of giving out hugs, she gives out slaps.
That's actually pretty hilarious.
She's like, oh, bring it in. And then she just slaps you. But I'm like, well, how long could she get away with, like, pretending to hug people and just slapping them?
What does she look like? Is her ponytail on the opposite side?
There's no ponytail anymore.
There's bangs, evil bangs.
Yeah, evil. Yeah, evil bangs. That works. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, hey, check this out. Well, we obviously don't have a format for this show. We've got.
When do we ever have a format?
Dude, bro, so much stuff, dude. But
a format.
Right. We do whatever we want on this show. This is just what we do. You are listening to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the unedited live YouTube version coming at you late at night for some folks on the East Coast, and around 8-ish or so here in Arizona and the West Coast. But thanks for tuning in. Of course, you could always check us out on iTunes. Definitely subscribe. And YouTube. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. Of course, we should get into Great Balls of Fire Fallout. Oh my gosh. I just right away, like that. I felt like the whole.
I got a question of the day. Hold on. I just thought of one right now. So get that in there before I go off the rails again. Bring it back out. So question of the day. Cody Rhodes won the Ring of Honor Championship a couple weekends ago. He headlined a New Japan show a couple weekends ago too as well. So he's having a really successful career out of WWE. What WWE superstar could follow the Cody Rhodes path right now and he really needs to do that right now? What guy who's getting stuck on the undercard right now could use getting cut by the WWE and then having a run like Cody Rhodes where he's in ROH, TNA, New Japan? Who's that guy who's flying under the radar now? Who is that who could have like a Cody Rhodes like run maybe in 2018? So
Already
let's think
got
about
the
that.
answer, but we're waiting until the end.
The answer at the back end of the show. All right.
That's a good question. So we'll talk about some great balls of fire and then whatever other nonsense comes out of our brains. But I felt like watching this pay-per-view that it was a breath of fresh air. Every match was great. Every match was great. And it kept me like, I just felt so connected to it. It seemed like to me, like it was like, yes, this is what old pay-per-views were like. They were exciting. You know, they were, I don't know, just something about it. I don't know how you guys felt about it, but I really enjoyed every match.
I've seen some people call it like one of the best the pay-per-view of the year so far from WWE. Better than WrestleMania, better than Royal Rumble.
I would say so. It's just something about it, man. Every match just was magical. Theron, what do you think?
I agree with that. I mean, for the name of the show or the pay-per-view, I was like, what? And I put no expectations into it. I was like, this is great balls of fire. It's just going to be another show. And the name just kept throwing me off. And I was like, are they trying to make fun or poke at like they always somehow remind you that they buried WCW somehow. I was like, are they making fun of the Great American Bash? Is it just that's just the name they came out with? Like, why that name? And then the show starts, and I was completely blown away. I even watched the pre-show because that's where the Cruiserweight Championship match was, and that was a good match. I didn't watch the pre-show. I watched that match. But from start to finish, Enzo versus Cass, that was good. Like, that was like Cass saying, I'm done with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every match was like, wow, what's going to happen next? All the way to the main event and the end. Even the end of the show as it went off the air, you're just like, I want more. Like, this is great. And at the time they did it, like, a downtime usually in wrestling, like, before they gear up for, like, the run to WrestleMania. Like, what?
What was the pre-show was the Cruiserweight. What was the first match?
I thought it was Enzo versus Cass.
Was it Enzo versus Cass?
First match was the Cruiserweight match, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, maybe that wasn't on the pre-show. That was on the end of the pre-show.
That was on the pre-show, yeah. It was the only thing on the pre-show, yeah.
Not see that, but I did see the highlights. It was Akira Tozawa, right?
Right. And a lot of people. Oh, the first match was it Bray versus Seth?
Yes,
that's what it was. That's what I was like. Wait a sec. No, it definitely wasn't. Doesn't feel like it was Enzo and Cass. I felt good about that match. I was telling Liz, I was like, it's just stupid. Why is Bray even coming out? He's gonna lose. And just why do we have to watch this? So at first my level of skepticism going into the pay-per-view was very like, this is gonna be dumb. But that match kept me going. And then Bray walks out with a W.
With the W followed by a second W the very next night.
Oh, I did not see that. I did not see Raw. I'm not caught up.
Bray's on a hot streak. He's won 2 in a row.
That is a hot streak for Bray Wyatt.
All I'm saying is Universal title run by Survivor Series. Just joking. That's a joke. I don't think he's ever gonna.
What was what did you guys feel about that match, the Rollins Bray match, Tommy?
Yeah, it's pretty skippable, but I'm glad Bray Wyatt won. I mean, going into that match, I feel like they both need a win. They both need some kind of like reboot, some kind of boost right now, because they're both kind of like floating out in like undercard no man's land. Because I don't think anyone really gave up 2 hoots about that feud going into it. But
it's gonna keep going, so we'll see where they take it.
I don't know. Is it gonna keep going?
I think so.
I mean, it should be good. Yeah, I think maybe. I mean, it should be good because Raw.
Go ahead.
It should be good on paper. I mean, it should be 2 stars who could headline stuff. Yeah.
But y'all didn't watch Raw on Monday, or you did?
I did not. I caught up on SmackDown. We caught up.
Yeah, I don't watch Raw. I just watched the highlights. Well, y'all didn't see that The Miz attacked Seth Rollins then?
Not see that. No, I'm out of the loop, bro. I'm on Great Balls of Fire. That's zero.
Word. So The Miz and The Miztourage attacked Seth Rollins, which prompted Dean Ambrose to come out and fend them off. But I didn't know if that was the start of Seth Rollins' Intercontinental title picture. Not sure. I could see him with Bray for round 3. I mean, we got Lana versus Naomi 3 times already, maybe even 4 if Lana wins the 5-person elimination match. She shouldn't, but she might. What happens now to Seth then?
Yeah, I think he keeps beefing with Bray.
So he's kind of buried, right?
No,
I mean, he's not
buried, dude. He's Farkle. He's
just saving him up for that WA 2K18 push. They're gonna drop him down, and then like when that game comes out, he'll somehow end up being champion or something.
That works for me, man. I like Seth Rollins. I think he's good as a babyface. You know, I just don't want him to get lost in the shuffle. I don't want him to become Dolph Ziggler. I don't think he will. I mean, he's good. I was just wondering. And then, you know, what happened to Finn Balor? Like, he wasn't even on the pay-per-view.
That's kind of sad. That's a huge drop off, man.
Yeah, like, how do you go from Universal Champion, I know it was for 24 hours, to not on a lower, like a in your house pay-per-view, basically? Or was he?
Don't talk about Todd Pettengill like that.
Was he on the pre-show? Did he fight Elias Sampson, or did I dream that happened?
I think they
happen?
That happened on Raw, maybe, but yeah.
Ah.
They were not there. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page for Great Balls of Fire. He was not on there somehow.
How is he getting kept off? How is he getting kept off of so many shows?
I mean,
maybe they don't have a storyline for him.
Like, but that's crazy. You have 3 hours to fill, and they don't have a good storyline to fill.
You put Kurt
freaking Hawkins
versus Heath Slater on that show.
I think they did that just to fill time so they could miss it on purpose.
Interesting.
This match, yeah, because that's when Roman tried to murder Braun Strowman. I think they just went to that was just weird. Hawkins versus Slater match.
I thought that match was planned. You don't think that match was planned?
I think it was like kind of like,
dude, they didn't even most of the match. They showed like 10 seconds of the Slater.
They didn't even do split screen. They didn't. No respect
to the match. They abandoned it and then went to Roman Reigns.
Yeah, but they told you that Heath Slater won.
He did. You just heard his music in the background. Like, oh, I guess.
Well, yeah, they were like, and here's your winner, Heath Slater. And meanwhile, like, they're pulling Bray Wyatt out of an ambulance. Well, he's pulling himself out. How much of that was kayfabe versus shoot?
I think it was some kind of planning on the fly, but they were supposed to get Braun Strowman out a little faster, and they just needed to buy some time. The match was only 2 minutes and 10 seconds, so they just needed that 2 minutes and 10 seconds to fill.
You're saying you think that he was supposed to not be stuck in there?
Yeah, I think maybe like who was it? Joey Mercury or Jamie Noble was supposed to get the door open up. So I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they had to use the jaws of life. I
think they added more drama with that. I mean, the jaws.
Oh man!
But Braun Reigns Volume 10.
Right. How long is that for you going to happen? Like, is that over yet? What's going on? I think
that's a worthy feud to keep up, though, man. I think it's good.
No, it is. It is. It gets. It keeps Roman relevant. Braun doesn't need relevancy. Like, people just like watching him beat up Roman Reigns. They like his reverse choke slam. They like the "I'm not finished with you." But it's like now they've both destroyed each other with an emergency medical transportation unit. like one of them lifted one up and one ran one into like a semi. So it's like, what next?
They have to light it on fire. It's an ambulance off a bridge.
Load it, yeah.
Oh my God.
They could do that monster truck match with that Big Show and Hulk Hogan did at Halloween Havoc.
Wait, what?
On top of a roof. Look it up.
Yeah, that's a real match that happened.
Yeah, it's like when the Giant was like first came out in WCW.
He fought
corny.
On top of a roof.
Yeah, they may have even used Gravedigger.
Wait, what happened? I'm so confused. I'm joking.
Look, it was an actual match. The Giant versus Hulk Hogan
in a monster truck match. Okay. I have no idea.
So yeah, I'm looking at what happened. It was 1995. I think.
Interesting. Okay, so what other matches were on the card? We had Rollins. We had the Enzo cast. I felt like they gave Enzo like 15 minutes for promo time. Like he cut this really lengthy
long dude
ass beat.
Was it good? I saw it, but
ass beating? No, he got his ass beat, bro.
Oh, well, you knew that was going to happen. They like watching him like get thrown all around the ring, and
deserved it after that long ass promo.
But his promo was good, dude. It was very heartfelt, and it kind of made that Enzo possibly like get maybe an upper hand in the match, but you knew he was still going to get his ass beat. But at least it sets it up for a singles career, and it sounds like he's keeping the music and the promo, doing the cast part himself.
Well, he's not. There is no cast part, right?
Yeah, he did the soft part. Yeah,
he did.
He did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
because his promo was freaking 20 minutes long. You probably just checked dazed off for a second.
I might have. I watched the match, like, you know, and I felt like that was his way of saying, like, I can do this on my own. I needed Cass. I don't need Cass. I'm the small guy. I'm the underdog, but I will still be relevant in this company. It just takes me 20 minutes to explain things. So it's like, where does Enzo go? Is he a cruiserweight? Is he an intercontinental champion?
Look up his weight. What's his build weight? Because if he's under 205, dude, he could wrestle in the cruiserweight. I can see that.
His weight is 200 pounds.
200 pounds, perfect.
5'11". I don't believe that, man.
I could totally see him fighting, like Tony Nese. See him wrestle.
Oh, that's it's a horrible step down.
No, I don't. You know what, dude? Come on, realistic.
He could feud with the Miz right now.
No,
not right now.
Freaking ass.
But he could be an intercontinental champion.
And we still talking about Enzo, bro?
Not be it. Feud with Kurt Hawkins.
What?
I don't think he should be in the cruiserweight division. I don't think you just knock him down to there. Neville is running the cruiserweight division. I don't know how he's going to keep running it. He's beaten everyone that's challenged him. I don't even know where Jack Gallagher is anymore. I haven't seen that guy, but I don't watch 205 Live, so he's probably there somewhere. I don't know who's going to beat Neville. We kind of skipped over Neville.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about Neville, dude. That's great. And look, man, I want to point something out, though. Like, you got to give 205 a chance. And you can't, like, immediately be like, oh, it's a step down. It's a demotion to go to 205. Like, it's easy to think that, but, you know, it's still in its baby phases, dude. It's still in its baby phases.
I just got to watch and get behind the characters. I'm behind Neville. I like Neville. I like his attitude. I like that whether he's cheated or won, he's won every match since he's come back as Cruiserweight champion.
That's very true. He's very formidable. Absolutely.
I think he's good for their brand.
Yeah, and I'm saying that Enzo being a part of that would be more realistic than keeping him in Raw, just getting his ass beat by whomever, dude. Even like Curtis Axel, put him against Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel's gonna get over.
Beef with Enzo and the Miztourage would be dope. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Him against Heath Slater. Heath Slater's gonna get over. You know what I mean? So why would you do that to Enzo? That's purposely burying him. I think the safer move would be to put him in 205 and have him win a couple matches. Oh, he beats Mustafa Ali. Cool, man. Like, all right. He's got some fast moves. He's pretty cool. You know, what if Enzo beats TJP? I'd have mad respect for him.
True.
That's how I'm looking at it if they put him in there. You know, it's like a proving ground, you know?
Fair.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, fine. Fair. Might as well.
Might as well. All right. What other matches happened? We had
Cesaro over and Sheamus versus the Hardy Boys in an Iron Man match.
So friggin' good, dude. Matt Hardy got busted open at the end, dude.
He's getting broken.
Yeah, they're letting some more blood out in these matches. I don't know if they're like purposely blading or what's happening, but
I think his eyebrow just busted open. I think he took a gnarly hit.
Yeah.
I think he just split his eye open, and that's why it was bleeding so bad. I don't think it was like a spot, you know what I mean? Because it was when he did the splash, and what was it? Jeff Hardy does the swanton.
Yeah,
it's a double thing. It's like something happened where when Matt came down, or maybe hit a part of Sheamus or whatever, whoever took the hit. I think that's what busted his eyeball open. But dude, for them to come back the way they did, that was rad, dude. That was a very exciting match, especially knowing it's like, here's a 30-minute time limit. That's the endurance race for those dudes.
That's insane. Tommy, what did you think of the match?
Yeah, man.
Man, I thought it was probably one of my favorite matches of the year, man. I didn't even know it was an Iron Man match until they announced it.
Neither did
it was
I.
one of my favorite matches. Yeah, right. And it's pretty unique doing that for a tag team match. That's even a more twist on. The only other one I could think of is Demolition versus the Hart Foundation from SummerSlam 1992. That's when they did a 30-minute Iron Man match.
Yeah.
Tag team. So I mean, it's good, man. I was really good. I was impressed how the Hardys could keep up for 30 minutes. First of all, because they have so many miles on their tires. So I was impressed with that. I was impressed with. I mean, not Orton and Sheamus. Cesaro and Sheamus as being those badass heels with just like throwing the Hardys around. Good foils for that. So I thought it was good, man. Even the ending, even though I wanted the Hardys to win, I was kind of glad that Cesaro and Sheamus kind of kept the belts
at the last second too, dude.
Yeah, that timing was perfect. Like that match. When I found out Iron Man, and then I was like, how are they going to do this? And then like Cesaro and Sheamus like get a pinfall within the first, let's say 5 seconds, because it took 2 seconds to do the little bait and switch move. I was like, okay, they got one. And then it was like 2, and then it was like 3-1. And I was like, wow. And then I think it was either 4-1 or 4-2. But I was like, there's no way they're going to come back. This is like the finals in the NBA. Like, this is great storytelling. And then they almost got it, but they just ran out of time. The spots in the match were good. Everything about it was just, I was like, wow, this is the match. This is the match. And that match was before the main event. Or was that the women's match and then the filler? No, that wasn't before the main event. But
it was the fourth match in. So there was there's five matches after that.
It was so good though. I was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, dude, I was
on this pay-per-view like, what?
Yeah, sneaky good sleeper.
But it does bring up a point that you make, Tommy, like that the Hardys have a lot of worn tread on their tires, but it also proves that they can hang. And it also proves that Sheamus and Cesaro should be taken very seriously.
Yeah, dude. People sleep on them. I don't know why. Sheamus is pale and he can fight. Cesaro is probably the strongest one in the WWE. That's what they say. I believe it, whether they build it up or not. Dude's done some pretty disgustingly strong stuff in there. And that's a hard team to beat. And I don't know who's going to take the titles off of them. Maybe the Revival. Anderson and Gallows, I don't even see them anymore. Like, what happened? Where are they?
They were on Raw. They were on Raw last night. I think they beat the Hardys on Raw. Actually, they came out and called out the Hardys on Raw. I saw that part actually.
Whoa, okay.
All right, so they're pushing them, because I was like, they're losing their luster already. Like, I don't want them to like disappear. Like, this is like,
they're definitely losing their luster. I agree. And then the Anderson and Gallows beat up the Hardys, and then after that, the Rival came out and beat up the Hardys too.
Did I
don't know where they're going.
Like, go on Cage Side or something, because I didn't see. Yeah, they said like that was the start of the Broken Hardys. Maybe if they're legally allowed to use it. Like,
no, I hope that comes to a head, dude, or comes to a resolve. I just want to see it already, dude. Just give me.
You said the Revival came out though.
Yeah, the Revival came out after the Gallows already beat up the Hardys, and they beat up they get their music hit. They walk past Anderson Gallows, and then they hit their finisher on the Hardys.
Okay, so I need.
It's on YouTube. That's what I saw. It's like a 4-minute video.
Sweet. Okay, so the Good Brothers are still in the good graces. I'm just making sure Raw still has a relevant tag division, because there's not many tag teams on Raw.
It's true. Yeah, they lost New Day, lost Enzo and Cass. Yeah, there's not many.
So that's a lot of heel tag teams then. Right.
Think of another face tag team on Raw.
Slater Gator.
Oh yeah, there you go, Slater. Yeah, Slater Gator. That's about it. Yeah, because they broke up Goldust and R-Truth too.
Yep.
Breaking up tag teams left and right on Raw.
How do y'all feel about all these broken tag teams? Like, that's not just Raw. That's NXT. That's possibly SmackDown. Like, are y'all cool with all these tag teams separating? Like, that was one thing I wanted to ask. Like, there's a lot of teams that are breaking up right now.
Competition, influx of a singles comp. It's pretty sweet.
Okay.
But yeah, I think they should be forming more tag teams.
Yeah, that tag division has just been the New Day and the Usos, and
F the New Day.
I'm just telling you who's in the tag division. And that's SmackDown. And Raw was the New Day, and now it's, the Hardys are back, so they're carrying the face of it, and then you got Cesaro and Sheamus. They just don't, I don't know. You got 2 sets of tag belts, and SmackDown, they're good. I like what they're doing. Raw, it's like the Revival's got, like, do they need to move up some teams? Like, does somebody need to come up? I mean, there's only like 2 tag teams I can think of on NXT anyway. So,
It's a good point.
do you just team with someone for a while, and then once you're over, you go single to see if you can stay over? Is that the way they do it now?
I don't know. Maybe they just have no clue. That's a very, very likely scenario. They just, it's like in their meetings. They're like, all right, now on to Raw Tag. Let's get to that one next week.
Yeah.
All right. Next thing on the agenda. They skip right over it. It just seems what it seems like. But I don't know. Who knows what happens? What was that? So the Iron Man match, fantastic. What about what was it? The women's match next?
Yeah,
Alexa versus who?
Sasha Banks. That was so good, dude. Oh my God, Alexa Bliss.
Dang.
Alexa took the cheap way out, though, didn't she?
Oh yeah, she
did.
She did. She took the heel way out. It prolongs the story. Plus, here's the thing: she didn't do that immediately. She fought Sasha Banks.
Yeah, she did.
Fought each other. And one thing that I feel like Alexa Bliss kind of has cast on her is this uncertainty, this like doubt that she can wrestle because of her like smallness. I mean, seriously, she's short. So you
5 foot.
5 something, but it makes you really think like, no way, like she's just gonna get beat up. Like, you kind of question her style, you kind of question how good she is in the ring. And then every single match, it's just, damn, yep, you've proved it. Like, it makes sense. You are good. You are good.
You guys know I'm pro Bliss.
Totally.
She wrestled. They had a good match. I felt like their match went well. She did take the classic heel way out of either however you get out of not being pinned in a championship match. Guess what? You're still the champion. And now what WWE does is they let you know, because they're like, winner by count out, Sasha Banks. But still your women's champion, Alexa Bliss, and her music hit. So in the end, she still won.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. And it prolongs the feud. And I read in the rumors, because I'm a rumor, I read all the rumors all the time just to see which ones come to fruition, that they want to prolong this feud because they real life don't like each other. Apparently.
Yeah, juicy.
Yeah,
why don't they like each other?
I don't know why they don't like each other, but when they don't usually like each other, it makes the matches better because of the heat that they have, or the real life heat that, like, they don't like each other. So sells better.
Back to the music biz, dude. Beefing. Who you beefing?
Yeah, man. Gotta beef. Gotta beef it up. Gotta beef kicking.
Yeah, where's the beef? Give me that beef. Boom, boom, boom.
How do y'all feel about Raw's women's division? Is it good? Is there room for growth?
All right. I'm just gonna say this. I need more Emma. I need more Dana Brooke. And I need more cowbell, bro.
Yeah, me too. More cowbell.
Bring those, man. Bring those two. Like, cool. We've had Nia Jax, rad, cool. You're strong. You did the gauntlet match, wonderful. You're there. Still lost, but whatever. You're again a formidable opponent. But I want to see more Emma. Give Emma some matches. Make her look cool. I want to see more matches with Dana Brooke. Like, give the division the mix it needs. You have a bunch of women, really great women wrestlers. Don't just fall into the comfort and the habit of just using Bayley or just using Sasha or just using Nia Jax. You know what I mean? Or Alexa Bliss for that matter. You know, you have other women there. You have what? You have Mickey James, right? Isn't she on Raw?
Yeah.
Cool. Use her. I want to see more matches with her. You know what I mean? Like, give me more. That's what I want out of Raw's women division. Give me more matches, just some singles matches. Let's see these women compete, and let the crowd decide who should be heading in what direction. I don't know. Tommy, what do you think? Bueller? All right, Theron, what do you think?
What do I think of the women's division?
Yeah.
I think that, like you said, like I got to see more, either segments, more stories there. I mean, you have enough stars there to do. They don't have to be in the title picture, but they should be. Emma should be in the picture. Dana Brooke, I need to see more Dana Brooke. You know, Mickey James is there. Like, she's obviously a vet, so she can help advance stories or whatever. So I think I need to see more of that. Like, Nia Jax is obviously the dominant force. She beats people up. I've seen her enough. I'm not saying she needs to disappear. I just and even Bayley, like, I want to see Bayley. I don't care what you do with Bayley. I still need Bayley because Bayley's a good athlete. So I feel like you're right. I feel like you're on the right idea. Like, give them some storylines, maybe I don't know, Dana Brooke and Emma can feud or for.
Nope. Cutting out.
Yep, Skyping. There.
Fit on Hangouts. Bring back the Skypes.
Theron?
We should talk about the women's. We talk about Dana Brooke. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, no, we were just saying, like, Theron's question was, how do you feel about the Raw's women division?
Man, I like Alexa Bliss at the top, man. I think she's coming into her own a little bit. I mean, they're giving her the ball and letting her run for through the whole summer. I think she's obviously going to be the champion until SummerSlam. So, doing SummerSlam and the build of that, how good of a build they can get out of that.
Okay.
Where's Bayley fit into this?
I don't know.
We'll be back.
Where's Bayley?
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey, but by the way, good time, real quick. Yeah, what's up? Skyping?
He's on video mode.
Whoa, what?
Bro, you can't. I'm not sure what happened. We had some technical difficulties, but we're back.
Crazy. Hey,
women's division?
We did. We captured that. I was just trying to freaking think. A commercial break, bro. Just trying to halt the conversation. It's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough trying to stick to a pseudo regiment. All right, but hey, you're listening to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast. I can't get super crazy because the room echoes a lot, and my son is like 2 doors down, so I can't get all crazy and hyphy like I normally do. But you're listening to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast, and hey, this episode, I'm glad that we're talking about the music industry because MikeMonster.com has apparel designed for MCs and rappers and artists, unsigned or signed. It doesn't matter. Apparel that is cool, is fresh, cool, really cool designs. And you can get a official Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast t-shirt. Use promo code, save you some money here. Use promo code Bros Before Elbows. It's the number 4. And you'll get 20% off your purchase. So save some money, get some cool gear. And of course, you gotta listen to us on iTunes. Subscribe on iTunes. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Podbean. We're on Twitter. Constant Banner on Twitter. We have our Facebook page. Give us a like. Give us a share. All that happy good stuff. And I think I hit all the social media spots. But yes, thank you for listening to the show. Let's get back to this crazy roller coaster that is the YouTube unedited version. Welcome back to the show, everybody.
Have you talked about the Miz and Dean Ambrose yet?
No.
That feud that never ends. That feud was carried over from SmackDown. They both got to Raw and they immediately started feuding again. Like, what are they? I mean, do they not like talk that out? The writers from Raw, and writers from SmackDown.
I bet you the Raw writers thought it was an original idea.
They're all proud of themselves.
They were like, They were like, I have an idea. It's going to be great. What if The Miz fights? And then the guy's like, Finn Balor, Dean Ambrose.
Ooh, I love it.
That's great. That's great. What else? What else? Hey. Let's get him. Let's get The Miz. You know, we've been thinking about like having a little entourage since he's Hollywood. We'll put him in with I don't know, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. We'll give him a Miz-tourage. We'll tease a breakup with his wife. All the while though, he still feuds with Dean Ambrose.
Oh
Throughout
gosh.
this whole process.
Oh god, it's been like it's going on forever.
When does it end though? Like what's the why hasn't it ended yet? They need another title. I'm telling you, they need a singles television
TV title, man,
or something. Or and again, this is my buddy Tripp. This is his idea. You know, whenever he gets on the show, we can have him explain it. But a Shield reunion, I don't know. Dean Ambrose needs to do something else. Like, I thought he was going to feud with Elias Sampson. That was like a one-off match. So and then I was like, maybe they're moving to Seth Rollins versus Miz.
Right.
But Dean Ambrose comes to the rescue. So what's going on?
All right. Tripp wants to see a reunion.
Oh, yeah. Why would Roman Reigns sink down to their level?
Why would Roman Reigns sink down to Rollins? Because they've been getting their butts kicked. Reigns is 50-50 against, they each won one match in their feud so far, right?
Yes. Reigns is a heel, though.
Reigns is a what?
He tried to murder a man.
That doesn't make him a heel? Is he a heel now?
No, I don't think he's heel, bro. I think he's babyface.
Yeah, he's babyface for life, bro. He's like John Cena, bro. He's never changed.
Can't not be a face.
Never changed.
I'm paid John's better run anyone over with a vehicle.
He did put Brock Lesnar in an ambulance. And he
did? Well, I don't remember that. Well,
yeah, he tried to embrace the hate too.
Gosh, that Kane story.
Yeah.
They got Zack Ryder pushed off a ramp of a wheelchair.
That was horrible for Zack Ryder, man. That was not cool, bro. That was not a fun part of the Long Island IZ story, man. It wasn't.
That was the end of it, man.
He came back and won the IC champ or IC title.
But that makes it perfect if Reigns is a heel.
Uh-huh.
How does that fit into the Shield one?
Ambrose and Seth can go heel. They don't need to be faces. No one cares. No one cares, man. You can be a tweener. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in wrestling what you are. People either like you or they don't like you. That's the way it goes now. There's no good guy, bad guy. I mean, there is, but people hate Rusev because says he hates America. People hate John Cena because he's John Cena. People hate Roman Reigns for reasons we don't understand. But then they cheer for Braun Strowman, who's supposed to be the bad.
Beating up Roman Reigns, the man they hate even more.
People bro.
The Shield just would reform just for the sake of they could still be in the single storylines, but they're the Shield because they are pissed off that they're losing. Roman Reigns has to take another serious bump from Braun Strowman, maybe lose another match, and then that causes them to reform. I don't know what the point is. It would just be cool to see it.
Reformed at SummerSlam somehow.
Yeah, it could even be a one-off, or maybe like a month off, like Evolution that one time, but cooler. I don't know. I'm not really sure what causes them to form. Maybe Kurt Angle's big secret ties into it, which we find out next week. I don't know.
Dixie Carter on WWE TV.
I hope that's not it.
I did not see that, but I heard that it went happen. I don't know.
Another trip.
Someone else said it might be Eric Bischoff.
He told Eric Bischoff, "I love you."
I was reading people on Twitter, man, when people were tweeting him.
No, that's cool too. Or Vince Russo. Or Jim Cornette.
Yeah, you're getting worse.
Or
Brother Love.
Oh God, he's in TNA. Tripp said it would be Stephanie McMahon, and it would be like a storyline that she was maybe having an affair, and that would be Triple H versus Kurt Angle at SummerSlam. I know that's boring, but whatever.
Get the McMahons off.
Come on, you can't have an affair story between Triple H and Steph.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's too unbelievable.
Beating up Kurt Angle, he can find another reason to beat up Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I'm just giving you what the man said. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't support the idea. You know,
it's a good dramatic storyline, but the likelihood of it ever coming to fruition, like,
I don't know what it is. I just heard, because I didn't see the segment with Kurt. I didn't really watch the Raw highlights. I watched them, but WWE Network doesn't give you everything, so I got to go watch them. But I guess the last thing he said about the secret to whoever he was on the phone with was "I love you." So who does he love?
Let's give the next great Dixie Carter and AJ Styles affair.
Did they have an affair in TNA?
Remember they're teasing that? Wasn't that they're doing?
Oh God, that was so dumb.
Yeah, they did do that.
It's a big reveal.
Was it dumber than Laurel Van Ness?
What's that?
If you don't watch TNA, you wouldn't know. I'm sorry, it's not TNA anymore. It's Anthem Sports Entertainment, Global Force Wrestling. Yeah, they're not TNA. They got new belts coming out. Speaking of them, Alberto El Patron has been suspended indefinitely due to his domestic dispute with Paige.
Oh, beans.
Yeah, just a random tidbit of information, not relevant. Paige is still a WWE superstar. She's supposed to maybe come back soon. Don't really know. There's dialogue. There's like a recording that somebody recorded that you can find on Cage Side Seats. Big up them. You can hear our show on there too when it gets posted. And it's just like her and Del Rio like fighting in an airport, and like she's like cussing them out and all this and that. And then her brother came out and said that like he beats her. So I don't know. That poor girl has just had a horrible life since she's been like, wow.
Well,
but the brother also said Brad Maddox beat her too.
I know, that's crazy. Like when she was 18.
Yeah, it's like yeah. She's got a.
I didn't even know she dated Brad Maddox after that whole thing that came out. Like, he was a cameraman at one point. Anyway.
God.
What?
Oh, gosh.
Nothing at all. Just gonna leave that alone. Let that fester. Let you think about that one.
I don't want to think about it anymore.
Okay. All right.
Moving on. So we got about 5 minutes left. So don't forget we have question of the day. And I'm sure we want to talk about Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar at some point within the 5 minutes.
Yeah, we do.
Joe Brock Lesnar, yeah.
What about the ambulance match? We're already over that?
No time.
Bro, we talked about it for like 40 minutes, it seemed.
Okay,
we wasted too much time on Enzo.
We called it Enzo Amore type promo for 20 minutes.
We did.
No chance.
Enzo syndrome, bro. We just kept talking, just kept gabbing.
All right. Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe. Go.
Dude, beginning of the match, oh my God. Was not expecting that. So glad it happened. And to me, it was like, this is Goldberg all over again. And, but dude, Brock Lesnar turned the match around. And once he hit 2 suplexes, I was like, that's it, dude. Suplex City. And I think he took like 5 or something.
7, 6.
Yeah, 7 or 8, I think. Yeah.
Gosh, dude. So 7 suplexes. And to me, that's like, Joe, hats off, dude. You did the best that you could. You played it as smart as you could, putting him through the table early before the bell even rings, and then just attacking him like a rabid dog. But unfortunately, dude, Brock Lesnar did not go down the way you wanted him to, and he came back with just brute force, just unmitigated punishment, and suplexed you to hell. And damn, dude, once he hit the F5, once he hit the F5, I was like, that's it, dude. Noodles. boom, dude, just right in his dome, gone 1, 2, 3, and I was very satisfied with that match. That was tender steak.
Yeah, we wondered how
Tommy?
we wondered how they would mesh, and the match was only 6 minutes long, not including the stuff that happened on the outside. But man, it was a good 6 minutes, man. It was solid. I think they meshed well. I really want to see him carry it over to SummerSlam, especially after Joe cut an amazing promo on Monday Night Raw.
I did
the
not
next
see
night
that
as well.
I need to see that. I need to see that.
Did you say the match was only 6 minutes?
6 minutes and 25 seconds, bell to bell. Yeah, not counting the stuff.
Well, after Roman Reigns, after Roman Reigns turned heel and tried to kill Braun Strowman, I looked at the time and I was like, "There's only like 10 minutes left of this entire show. Like, they don't have much time." But yeah, Joe, great strategy. Like from start to finish. Like I didn't expect that. He comes out and bomb hits him, puts him through a table, and I'm like, "Yo, like he's gonna choke this guy out. This is over." Then he gets him in the choke, kind of. Then Brock starts, and that makes more sense because I was like trying to understand, but I think Anthony, you just put the story together. Like wrestling matches tell stories a lot, and the story was everything that Joe did: upper hand, cheap shots, the choking out attempts, wasn't enough. He ate seven Germans. So we got to remember that because somebody I was talking to was like, well, it was like he was choking them out, and then Brock Lesnar just like pops up and emphasizes him. I'm like, yeah, but then he did eat 7 Germans before that. So you got to remember those Germans are supposed to have a wear on the dude, but he kept coming. And then after he lost, he didn't stay down long. Like he got up and he was like mugging him, cuts a sick promo. I think then they should not support Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar with Roman Reigns winning. I think Samoa Joe should win the Universal title. You can keep Brock Lesnar off TV for however long because he has limited dates, and you could put Joe in that seat and he could drive it for however long. He could do like a Kevin Owens run, 6 months or whatever, because that's around the time that Kevin Owens won the title last year. I think Joe's good where he's at. I think that promo was sick, and I think that match was dope. Like it was actually really good. They really fought. They brawled. Joe's a mauler. Like Paul Heyman was selling the concern. Like he looked really concerned, when he was on outside. Like it was dope. I liked it. Y'all want to see Joe Lesnar 2?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I think definitely, yeah.
Think of the build of that. Like Joe versus Lesnar 2. You could actually build SummerSlam as that. SummerSlam's a double branded pay-per-view, right? It is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be a sick match. Wherever you put it in there, I'd like it. I heard they might do a triple threat or a fatal 4-way, but I don't think they should do that.
Yeah, I don't think they need to. I think they're fine if Roman Reigns, like, and Strowman having another match, maybe like a Hell in the Cell or like a steel cage match, and then having Joe and
prison match.
Joe and Lesnar do their own thing. Yeah,
that's.
But I guess we'll see what happens on Raw.
I could definitely see it going into definitely into SummerSlam. So we got a couple minutes left. Let's find out this question of the day. What was the question?
Question of the day. I don't have it written down anywhere, but Cody Rhodes run outside the WWE. He was a WWE lifer, and then he got released or asked for his release or whatever. Now he's gone on a huge indie run: TNA, ROH, New Japan, a bunch of other indie promotions. So who on the undercard right now of WWE on SmackDown, on Raw, who's floating on the undercard, who's not getting their chance to shine? Who'd best be served getting like released from the WWE and having a run like Cody Rhodes in 2018, where they just kind of float from place to place? So who is that? Who's that guy could happen for in the next year if they get released by WWE?
I got to think about this. So Theron, I think you wanted to jump on that immediately when it was originally asked.
Daniel Bryan.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Daniel freaking Bryan, the vegan, health conscious nut, because he's been cleared by his own doctors. He apparently can wrestle, but WWE will not clear him only because they're scared that if he gets hurt, he'll sue them, which I don't know if he would even do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's their loss.
Yeah.
When his contract's up, they've said he might leave. you know, Nikki's there. Actually, where is Nikki? Did she retire? What is she doing? That doesn't matter.
That's Brie. Actually, he should be with Brie.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Nikki. But Nikki, I haven't seen Nikki on TV. That's why I thought of her. Like Bella Twins.
True.
I just think Daniel Bryan. Like as soon as you asked, at first I was gonna say Dolph Ziggler, who's like a close second.
You're taking my.
But then I was like, Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan still wants to wrestle. Daniel Bryan has said he will wrestle when his contract's up. He's hinted at it. He's hinted at it even in WWE, which if they could clear him, that'd be sick too. But I just think of him in New Japan versus what's the guy's name that's beefing with Kenny Omega? Or was
Okada.
Oh my God. Yeah. Or the American Nightmare, Cody. I mean, Cody Rhodes is. I think he didn't get a lot of credit in WWE. I like him in his new digs. So Cody Rhodes versus Daniel Bryan. If Cody Rhodes keeps going on like he's going, like Kenny Omega versus Daniel Bryan. What? Come on, man.
Wow. Okay.
You know, like that'd be sick. Go ahead. I'm done.
The only other person I was thinking of was usually, I mean, I think Cesaro, but he's getting a big push right now. And then I guess the other one would be Dolph Ziggler. Like Dolph Ziggler would be cool, like in the Bullet Club. I can see him rocking a Bullet Club shirt and doing some stuff at ROH or New Japan, stuff like that. Yeah, it's tough right now. The roster's huge, but I don't see that many people slipping through the crack. I mean, I guess maybe I'll let Anthony say it, but maybe Bray Wyatt. If Bray Wyatt keeps losing, like imagine him.
Oh, that's good too. You know who I was thinking? Curtis Axel.
Yeah.
Bueller? No reaction. Damn it.
No, that's good. Or
yeah.
Wyndham Rotunda. Oh, that's Bray Wyatt. Bo Dallas.
I couldn't really see Bo. No, I couldn't really see Bo, but I could definitely see Bray Wyatt, and I could definitely see Curtis Axel. I can see those two like really like being like, oh damn, cool.
Are they Bullet Club worthy?
I can see Bray Wyatt like feuding with the Bullet Club or something. That would be kind of cool. Like starting his own.
Is he still Bray Wyatt?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe probably not. No, he'd have to be Faye Riot or something like that.
Is his side chick gonna let him go?
Oh, JoJo.
Really? What? Bray Wyatt and JoJo?
Wait, what? Where have you been?
I missed that episode.
You know Bray Wyatt's wife filed for divorce, yes? Oh, you didn't? I thought we talked about that. Okay, anyway,
maybe, yeah.
Little tidbit.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt's wife filed for divorce and citing whatever, and the affair that's rumored is him and JoJo.
I think JoJo's like 22, dude.
And why is that relevant? I thought that was you that told me that they left Raw together. That was you. Like right after the accusation, like they left Monday night, like JoJo and Bray Wyatt left Raw together, like after the show was over.
Interesting.
I think
it sounds like something from the rumor mill on CageSideSeats.com.
Yeah. Well, maybe you forgot. Well, yeah, Bray and Joe for life.
Interesting.
Weird.
And wrestlers be having crazy affairs. They're like NBA players, man. Like,
that's true, yeah.
I saw something that was like, all the WWE like promiscuous. I'm gonna be PC out here because I don't want to call them what I was gonna say. Like Kelly and some of the other ones, and like some of these dudes, man.
CM Punk. Yeah, Batista, John Cena, CM Punk, like, yeah.
They're all the dudes that like bagged all the chicks.
Yeah.
That's the ones that are wrestlers. That's not even talking about like the random wrestling groupies. The wrestlers have groupies? They got to.
Yeah, pretty sure they do. Yeah.
Let's talk to Ric Flair about it. Ask Holly Berry.
No, man. I hope that never happened. Oh God.
All right, we got to wrap the show up. It's been the ultimate wild ride.
Could Carmella and Alexa Bliss be my groupie if I was a wrestler?
Sure.
Stud stable, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I would have a stud stable. It'd be like Edge and Lita. It would happen in real life, and like Big Cass would hate me, and so would whichever Blake or Murphy. I don't know, whichever one it is. How I feel about you, Blake and Murphy. I don't even know which one you use with. Alexa, coming for your
Okay. All right. Let's end that beef.
Thanks. Oh my gosh, he's
Blake and
off the
Murphy.
rails.
Okay. All right, let's wrap it up.
Woo! Shout out the perfect 10, baby. Yeah.
Stop! I just stopped recording. I'm just gonna put music over that. Just fade it into the sunset.
I'm gonna press stop broadcast. I'll drop your friends, people.